Get ready for the dictation in 3, 2, 1, start. Section 100 of the Representation of the People Act 1951 needs to be read with Article 329B, the former being a product of the latter, the sweep of Section 100 spelling out the legislative intent would assist us in determining the span of Article 329B, though the fact remains that any legislative enactment cannot curtail or override the operation of a provision contained in the Constitution. Stop. Section 100 is the only provision within the scope of which an attack on the validity of the election must fall so as to be a ground available for avoiding an election and depriving the successful candidate of his victory at the polls. Stop. The Constitution Bench in Mohinder Singh Gill's case asks us to read Section 100 widely as covering the whole basket of grievances of the candidates. Stop. Subclause 4 of Clause D of subsection 1 of Section 100 is a residual catch-all clause. Stop. Whenever there has been non-compliance with the provisions of the Constitution or of the Representation of the People Act 1951 or of any rules or orders made thereunder, if not specifically covered by any other proceeding clause or subclause of the section, it shall be covered by subclause 4. Stop. The result of the election, insofar as it concerns a returned candidate, shall be set aside for any such non-compliance as the above said, subject to such non-compliance also satisfying the requirement of the result of the election having been shown to have been materially affected insofar as a returned candidate is concerned. Stop. The conclusions which inevitably follow are in election unless the requirement of satisfying the test of material effect has been dispensed with by the law, even if the law has been breached and such breach satisfies the test of material effect on the result of the election of the returned candidate, yet postpone the adjudication of such dispute till the election proceedings are over so as to achieve in larger public interest the goal of constituting a democratic body without interruption or delay on account of any controversy confined to an individual or group of individuals or single constituency having arisen and demanding judicial determination. Stop. Para. To what extent Article 329B has an overriding effect on Article 226 of the Constitution. The two constitution benches have held that Representation of the People Act 1951 provides for only one remedy, that remedy being by an election petition to be presented after the election is over, and there is no remedy provided at any intermediate stage. Stop. The non-obstante clause with which Article 329 pushes out Article 226, where the dispute takes the form of calling in question an election bracket see para 25 of Mohinder Singh Gill's case stop. The provisions of the Constitution and the Act read together do not totally exclude the right of a citizen to approach the court so as to have the wrong done remedies by invoking the judicial forum. Nevertheless, the lesson is that the election rights and remedies are statutory. Ignore the trifles even if there are irregularities or illegalities and knock the doors of the courts when the election proceedings in question are over. Stop. 2. Pronged attack on anything done during the election proceedings is to be avoided, one during the course of the proceedings and the other at its termination. For such two pronged attack, if allowed, would unduly protract or obstruct the functioning of democracy. Stop para. The founding fathers of the Constitution have consciously employed use of the words no election shall be called in question in the body of section 329b, and these words provide the determinative test for attracting applicability of Article 329b. Stop. If the petition presented to the court calls in question an election, the bar of Article 329b is attracted. Stop. Else it is not. Stop. Thank you.